It is a Jared HOH after Jag was saved yesterday via Matt, and the power that I'm glad was over quickly because I was bored already with the feeds because of it. And I wish I could sit here and be excited at the fact that the power was used to save Jag, but Jag's gameplay is not anything for me to attempt to celebrate whatsoever, both before being saved and even after being saved, in my opinion. Jag being saved, I mean, he gets some revelations, but it's actually Blue who, for the first time this season, it's taken her 4 weeks to finally start playing the game, which is why I can't give her any credit yet. Because it took her so long to start playing the game, I'm not going to give Blue credit right now. But she did have some good reads on the house, and finally playing the game, telling people about her good reads, and the Suri, Felicia, Izzy running the house type situation, Jag coming to that realization as well. And so for me, I mean, I've said in the past that Blue is one of the worst players to play this game in a long time, mostly because she's been so non-existent and not even attempting to play despite having good information in this game. But now that she's finally played for at least 24 hours, in 24 hours, I feel like her game has already surpassed Jag's, because Jag's game has been that damn bad. Jag, once again, I feel like his idea is what his idea has been for 4 weeks. Hey, let's create this new kind of big alliance. It's even similar to the first big alliance that they created with Riley. He wants to get together with Matt, bring in America, and that's already half of the alliance that was already. So in theory, I like that Jag and Blue are looking at the power structure and how they're going to take shots at it, but they have no power right now. They have no traction socially right now, because Jag always goes back to the same well of, hey, we got to create this big alliance. I'm sick of all the alliance making this season. He's not the only one. I mean, Suri has alliances with everybody, which is why she's finally being seen somewhat as one of the people running this house along with Izzy and Felicia. Now, Suri's connection with Matt is very important here, because Matt went over his power with Suri, and Suri gave him the go ahead to go and save Jag, which is what Matt went ahead and did. And I think Suri's connection with Matt is very important for her game and for Matt's game. I know I get a lot of comments about how Suri is going to easily win this season, and the season is rigged for Suri, and I don't really think that. I mean, she has put herself in the best position socially. I don't think it's what's rigged for her. And yeah, she has Jared in the game, but like I've said in the past, Jared can be quite the detriment to her game because of the way he talks too much and doesn't tell her enough information. That's not a good ally. However, I think personally that this depends on the boot order, but I think at this point in time, Matt is going to be the hardest person to get out of this game. He continues to not be anyone's target whatsoever. Suri's name comes up, and sure, I think if they were to take a shot, they might chicken out and take a shot at Felicia or Izzy first, but Suri does come up as a target. You know who never comes up as a target anymore? Matt. And I think that is a testament to people continuing to always underestimate him, and his social game is also very good. So sure, if the final 5 out of 6 has, Suri, Izzy, Felicia, Jared, Matt, and then some other 6th person besides Jag, I don't like Matt's chances of winning at that point. If Jag's in the game at final 6 with Matt, at least he has that connection. I like his chances a little bit more. But if that combination of 6 is anyone else and Matt's in there, Matt has a very good shot at winning this game. I think he is right neck and neck with Suri about who I think is going to win this game, as it stands right now, of course. Now, Suri has the social power and her advantage right now, and if she gets her boot order, then she has a really good shot at winning this game. Jared, he has a good shot at getting to the end. I don't know if he's going to win the game, because I think his social game, I think he rubs some people the wrong way, or he at least will rub some people the wrong way, and now he is the new HOH. He just says the stupidest things. Like, he wanted a letter from his girlfriend outside the house, who he's now cheating on with Blue in the house. Like, why do you want drama with Blue? Do you want drama within the house and you're in Blue's dynamics because you guys are in a cheat man's? I mean, it's entertaining to me, but it's stupid of Jared. I didn't think he needed to win this HOH because he has played so many sides. So this is a very tight rope he has to walk. He's going to create enemies this week out of Cameron and probably Red. But I mean, Red was already saying Jared's name. So I think he should want Red out. He's targeting Cameron, and yeah, Cameron would take a shot at Jared down the line. I think Red would take a shot at Jared before Cameron would. So specifically for Jared's HOH, I think him targeting Cameron is better for other people in the game than him, when he should be targeting Red. Now, of course, Jared does not get to vote, but still, him targeting Cameron over Red doesn't make sense for Jared's game. I see this move as safe, however, overall for Jared's game, because there is a consensus that Cameron, after last week's HOH, should be an easier target. And Cameron's been so delusional, thinking he's been playing this bomb-ass game, that he's just been running shit. And people hype up his ego, and that's the way to make Cameron relax. Now, Cameron did not want to be on the block this week. There was talk about how he wanted to continue to be a pawn within the house, but he didn't. He was hoping to sit this week out because he's been on the block like 3 out of 4 weeks now. He has survived the other votes, but not looking like this week unless he wins the veto. Red's sad that he's on the block this week because it's his birthday, and I mean, sure, that's sad for Red. He says he never has a good birthday. And, I feel sorry for him a little bit. But, the fans, the Big Brother fans, what is wrong with some of y'all? Like, you get uptight, mad, and sad at everything these people say. And I get it to an extent because, sure, I have hate-watched this show for many a years myself because of all the problematic behavior in the past. But this season hasn't been that problematic at all. But the fans still want to complain about every little thing said. And for me, it's like, why do you even watch this show? There's plenty of shows on Nickelodeon and Disney Channel for the constant complainers about what people say and you want to cry about it. There's plenty of shows on Nickelodeon for you to watch. And the Big Brother episodes themselves are very cookie cutter and Disney Channel-esque themselves. So I don't really like the complaining about every little word these players say. I get that's the society we live in right now. Everybody wants to complain on social media and cry about everything people say. But nothing this season has been too problematic. There's plenty of people I don't like. I get the hate for Jared at this point. I do get it. I've called out some of this shit Felicia has said. But overall, I mean, compared to most seasons, this hasn't been that bad. And yeah, Cameron's a creep, though. I will agree with that. Cameron is a creep. The Jag bad gameplay here. I don't have a particular person I want to win this season, honestly. But my list is growing about who I don't want to win this season. And Jag has now joined that list. Because I just feel like him being saved not only wasted our time, but he's not a good player. And even now that he's trying to once again create multiple alliances or create a big alliance, just like, he has the right idea to go after the power structure, I suppose, but he goes to the same well every time. This has been his gameplay the entire time, and that's why he got evicted. Technically, he got evicted, and now he's just back in doing the same shit, like he didn't even learn a lesson. So I'm not rooting for Jag. I don't want Jag to win this game. I don't dislike Jag. Of the people on my list that I don't want to win, he's the only person I like. I don't want Blue or Jared to win because not only do I not like them, but I don't like their gameplay particularly. Blue just started playing for the first time less than 24 hours ago. And Jared, he, like, in the combination, I've said this before, of him and Suri having an advantage, he has the advantage because Suri is such a great player, and he talks too much and is not a very good player, in my opinion. I don't think his social game even comes close to his mother's, and she's keeping him safe completely in this game. So I don't want those three to win. I also don't want Cameron to win, obviously. And lastly, I don't want America to win. I'm sorry, I know America has gained some popularity online for reasons I don't really understand. I think she is not a good player at all. I think she talks a lot. She talks the talk, but she has yet to walk the walk at all. She talks this big game. Oh, I'm going to take this shot at Sari, Felicia, and Izzy. Oh, I could have. This is the same girl that said, "Oh, I could have lasted longer in the competition against Cameron. I could have gone for hours and hours longer," but she didn't. She made the deal and let Cameron have a bad HOH. So she talks this big game, but she has a similar gameplay to Jag, in my opinion, where she just always wants to align with the same minority of people, and thanks to that, they have no traction socially in the game. And she has brought down Corey's game, and I'm glad Corey has started throwing her under the bus more, because I've said in the past, Corey plays way better without America. So Corey has not joined my list of people I don't want to win, even though I don't exactly like Corey, mostly because I think he's overhyped by the fans. But even though I don't really like him, if he wins this game, it's going to be because he did a lot of great maneuvering in this game to get to the end strategically. He's going to have his work cut out for him to win this game, but if he pulls it off, he deserves credit. He's going to get overrated with the credit, but he deserves the credit nonetheless. And those two just don't work as a showmans. I've said they're awkward as it is, but also strategically, their games don't fit together. So that's why they constantly are bringing each other down now in the structure of the house, because their games are so different. They're trying to work together, and that just doesn't work. Mimi had the right idea not working with those two, because all three of them are playing such a different game. Now, Mimi goes a little too far. I think you could still trust some of what they say, and you have to work together a little bit with some people in this game. That's why Mimi is very expendable to this entire cast. But, this week we're looking at Cameron once again probably going. Jared has said that he might put up America or Bowie. Oh, I forgot about Bowie. I don't want Bowie to win the game either. She brings nothing to the table. So yeah, my list of people that I don't want to win, getting a little large. So that's 6 out of 13 people, almost half the players. That's not good odds. I might have somebody I don't want to win this game. But Bowie brings nothing to the table. But anybody that would take a shot at Boyer right now is kind of wasting their HOH, because as much as I want her out of the game because she brings nothing to the table, at the same time, it's like, why not drag her to the end? She is the survivor goat you want at the end, because unless there's a extremely bitter jury, why are you going to vote for Bowie to win at the end of the game? I don't want her to be dragged to the end, but logically that makes sense. Luckily, this house is not logical, and they will probably get her out sooner rather than later. But right now, Cameron and Red are on the block, and Cameron is the target, but Jared has said he might put up Bowie or America if one of those two come down.